There was a couple times where I thought it was the end of the rope for old Huxley, and my mom, of all people, reminded me of a story the other day.
All right, tell us.
I had this girlfriend for like a year that was legitimately bipolar, and I didn't know even what that was at the time. But it would just show up, like she would just be manic and then in bed for days, that kind of thing. Just it's still amazing to even think of.
Damn, that's crazy.
Very, very deep depression, very, very like euphoric. I couldn't believe the euphoric highs. So anyway, I'm in the midst of this, and I was trying to get out of this relationship. This is just a very strange thing in my life, and
Oh shit, I think I know the feeling of what you're talking about here.
it was very strange. At one point, she was started going to therapy, and she was like, my therapist wants you to come in and talk, like both of us in there, and I'm like, I want to be out of this relationship.
Oh yikes, dude. I don't even know what to say about that.
So the story that my mom, of all people, reminded me of the other day was, I was at my old apartment in Federal Way, and I was in the living room, and she had gone to bed, and I walked into the bedroom, and the bedroom was, it was just pitch black, and she screamed, and I was so shocked.
Screamed, dude. Holy fuck.
Scream?
Screamed, like top of her lungs, screamed. It felt like a movie. I was so shocked and startled. I fell back and I flipped on the lights, and she was like, "Where's that knife?" She's just yelling at me, "Where's that knife at?"
Oh my god, dude, she thinks you have a knife, dude. You're so fucked.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, this dude, okay, you know what? Light and love, wherever she's at, I wish you all the best, light and love. But, dude, I was just really thinking, this fucking bitch is gonna kill me in my sleep because she thinks I'm gonna kill her. It's such bullshit. Because I don't want to be fucking dead because of this shit.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like, that's gonna ruin your whole day.
Dude, I had to sleep in that bed with her that night. I didn't know if I was gonna wake up in the morning.
That is insane, Huxley. I'm so glad you're still with
What
us.
the hell, dude? Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you're still with us.
Yeah, this woman could communicate with the dead and all sorts of shit, and I was so glad to have that be over with. What a relief. Light and love wherever you're at.
Okay, you said you had another story, and since we're just drinking beers and riffing...
Yeah, I have another one where little Hux thought he was gonna lose his life. So this was years later, and I was in just a way more beautiful place, and I felt great. But I was on this camping trip with some friends.
Oh, it always starts out as I was on a camping trip with some friends.
Exactly. Scary shit happens in the woods at night.
You nailed it. It does. Okay, so I'm on this camping trip, and I'm gonna try and leave everyone's names out. It's one of my best friends. He has his girlfriend with him, and they're in one tent. Our other friend, we'll call him Jaime. He's there with his nephew in a really small pup tent. And I decided to just sleep in the bushes. So I took my sleeping bag and I just slept in the bushes outdoors.
Oh, wow. So you're just under the stars.
Couldn't see stars. It was like a forest canopy. It was a beautiful forest canopy. But kind of scary because, I'm just in a sleeping bag. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was just in this weird renegade mode at that time.
Oh, I get that. That's what I'm doing up here. That's exactly like space. It's just, I'm just roughing it.
It gets to be deep into the night. Everybody's dead asleep. Except for me, I'm kind of an insomniac at that point. And I'm really startled to awareness by Jaime's nephew bursts awake and starts screaming from the little pup tent he's in.
Oh no, more screaming?
I'm like hunkered down behind a log, and I can see the campsite, and I see a flashlight blow up inside the tent, and he's like panicking and trying to unzip the tent, and I hear him start to say like, "No way, no Huxley, no." He's yelling my name.
Oh my god, dude, why is he yelling your name?
Yeah, why?
I have no idea, and I just watched him. There was a small axe we had, and I just watched him pace the campground with an axe and a light flashing around, being like, "No, Huxley, no." It was like he was sleepwalking.
Oh my god, what the fuck, dude?
Suffice to say, I really hunkered down underneath that log, and I just watched him, and finally he calmed down, and he got back in that pup tent, which it was like basically like him and his uncle were just so squeezed together, but nobody else woke up, and then the light went out, and everything got back to calm.
I would have completely lost it.
Oh no, I mean, I lost it in my own way. I didn't sleep for the rest of the night, and it's crazy. The next day, it barely got brought up. He brought it up. The nephew. Oh yeah. Did anyone notice that I got up in the middle of the night? And no one did. No one did. It was terrifying.
No one noticed, dude? That's crazy.
Yeah. I was like, this guy was running around our campsite with a hatchet, and no one, like, dude, we could have all been hatcheted to death, except for me. I would have jumped in the river or something because I saw him doing it.
Well, all of that is just crazy, and I'm glad that you're with us and alive, and they didn't get you.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like parts of my life are just like, feel like a movie, you know? Put the fucking knives down and the axes down, and also, those aren't the only stories with those involved, and I've been chased by horses before. It's fucking, I mean, it's crazy. Life is weird.
Isn't there a Buddhist saying that if life starts to seem too much like Raiders of the Lost Ark, it's time to pull it back? That's what it sounds like when you're talking about horse chases and shit.
Yeah, avoid sharp objects. The Buddha.
Yeah, that's probably a misquote.
Make peace with the axe-wielding maniacs in the middle of the night at the campsite. The Buddha. Yeah, I don't know. Life's weird.
It's getting weirder.